Hey guys, so this is the end of your first week online. I know that this has been wild. I just want to thank you for hanging in there with me. I wanted to go over some of the things that I went over in class. So we talked a little bit about the revision checklist and what your thesis statement was supposed to look like. So you're telling me what you have learned about this topic, and you want to organize that in terms of how you titled your headings in that thesis outline planner, and then put that at the end of your introduction. Now, for this paper, you don't need an abstract. All you need is the page, the title page, then the body of your paper. So you have your introduction, you have your first section heading, your first section, you have your second section heading, your second section, your third section heading, your third section, your conclusion paragraph, where you restate your thesis, and then your references page. You want to have a hanging indent for all of your citations, and some of the most common things that I see is I see people who forget to italicize their journal title. So the title of the source, like the journal that you got it from, like so for instance, if it's New York Times would be italicized. Also, you want to capitalize the first letter of the title, the first letter of any subtitles, and any proper nouns, and then that's it for the title of that source. So if you got something from New York Times that was titled like, "Don't touch your face," then only the D would be capitalized, "Don't touch your face," but New York Times would be capitalized. Anyway, your paragraphs. Make sure that each paragraph has a topic sentence and a transition sentence. So there should be a sentence telling me what that paragraph's about, and there should be a sentence connecting it to the next paragraph or section. When you transition between sections, think about what the reader needs to know to connect the information from that paragraph to your next paragraph. Never begin or end with source information. You have to tell your reader what that source information is about, why it's important, and how it relates to other information in your paper. Remember also, academic language, no us, no we, no I, no our. Only academic language. Avoid cliches, avoid you, your, that's all second person stuff. It's supposed to be objective. Third person, use specific nouns. Say teachers if you mean teachers, students if you mean students, people if you mean people in general, society if you mean society at large. But try to keep that as academic as you possibly can. Think about the kind of tone in some of the articles that you're reading. That should be the tone that you're striking in your paper. If you want to send me your references and your citations, please do. That's really the purpose of this essay, is to see how well you do that stuff. All right, so that's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you very much for hanging in there this week. I think that is going to be a really good last month of the semester. You guys have been incredible. So reach out if you have any questions or if you need extensions. I'm here for you guys.